Hey, I'm Liz Donovan. I'm a certified coach that helps leaders create space, focus, and reduce overwhelm through strategies and mindset shifts. And today, the strategy I'm talking about is effective one on ones. So, previous videos talked about why you should have one on ones, how often should I have them, and how do I roll them out. And now we've reached the final video, which talks about all right, well, Liz told me I need to be having these. I'm sold because she was so convincing and such great tips. But now that I'm in the room with my direct report or the virtual space, we're making eye contact. Awesome. What am I supposed to do? All right, yeah, we're going to dive into that. First thing I would tell you to do is create a shared document. So that can be a Google Doc, Microsoft Word, through the cloud, whatever. There's lots of systems, doesn't matter. What matters is you and your direct report can access that. It's a private document for the two of you. And the reason for that is you're going to be documenting action steps after each one on one. You're going to be entering some information in there. So let's talk about that. If you are like me, you are very busy, and so your memory may not always be the best. And so, as a manager, I love having the shared document because throughout the week, as I might hear things that affect the direct report's work, I'll just drop them into the one on one doc for us to discuss. It's just a rolling list of things that I can talk to them about. And for the direct report, they can be adding questions throughout the week, that kind of thing. It's really a personality thing. I've had direct reports who just love tracking everything in there, and I would have to kind of scan through. Some of them were very sparse and entering it as we went. Either way is fine. It's just a living document that serves the both of you in the way that you need it to serve you. So I would also mention, depending on how, well, this is something that the both of you can encourage. Add key links to their project documents or maybe personal development documents. So it's really easy for the both of you to access those because, as we all know, the cloud is wonderful, digital storage, fantastic, but things just get really disorganized. So have direct links. And this just becomes a space where it's all about that direct report and their work. So in that particular document, you're going to have some sections. You're going to have wins, challenges, questions, next steps. You can allow them to customize as they want. You can customize as you want. I had a little space like LD notes because I'm very clever and my name's Liz Donovan. So I would just create a little space for my own notes. But I think it's important you have wins, challenges, questions, next steps. Those are core things that you need to have in there. Wins, as we discussed, because you want to celebrate the great stuff that they're doing. You want them to start calling it out and having that awareness. But also, I would mention my direct reports often would leave that section blank. And as they were talking about their work, I would be entering wins in for them because I wanted to call out and bring awareness to the great things that they were doing. So that's a service you can do if your direct report is a little sparse or humble, I should say. Challenges. Where are they struggling? What kind of support do they need? What's blocking them? That support can come in many forms. That's kind of a totally different video. It's not just you as their only support pillar, but this is a moment for coaching and mentoring. And in my experience, this is where one-on-ones have primarily focused on the challenges. Questions, they might just need some resources or things like that are coming up for them. And then next steps, as I said, really document those action items that you both agree to because you might need to come back and remind yourself. You might come back the next week and be like, oh, shoot, I did not do that thing. So great little section to have. Important piece I want to call out. Focus the time on what's most useful for this conversation. It's a conversation. So you don't need to be reading this agenda bullet by bullet. This is also why it's great to have a shared document. You can kind of see things before you go into the session, ideally. But you need to think about, okay, what's the most important thing to talk about? Because especially if it's 30 minutes, that 30 minutes can really roll by. So, yes, you're developing a relationship with someone, but this is a business conversation. You're developing that relationship by just showing up and supporting them through helping them with their work. So, make sure you're covering off on the things that are the most important to discuss. Some things might just be a Slack update later. You're going to have to use your best judgment to get the most out of this time. All right. So, that concludes our discussion, very high level, on one-on-ones. I mean, there's so much that could be said about these, but I hope that gets you onto the road of, okay, why is this valuable, and how would I even, start to roll these out and do it consistently? So my question for you now is, how are you thinking about one-on-ones as a tool after seeing this video? Has anything changed? Are you still feeling like on the fence? Or hell yeah, I'm gonna roll this out tomorrow? Sweet. Either way, I would really love to hear your thoughts. What are your questions? Is there something you would like me to explore further in a future video? So a way to let me know is drop a comment or email me at liz@squigglestrategy.com. And if you would like to see more content like this, you can go to squigglestrategy.com and join my newsletter, where I send monthly updates with content like this. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best in your management and effective one-on-one journey.